Hello, humans and non-humans alike, and good of applies to you. Today we're back on Pillars of Eternity PS4 Let's Play, where we fix the bear. Yay! Ah, katapa. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Skeletal Wizard. And another vampire. Oh, fuck, Aloth still has a knife equipped. Yeah, no, that's bad. Don't do that. Oh, shit. I don't suppose you have a paralysis spell, no? Okay, then. Mind control our own guy. We just get the mind control. With mind control! Oh, that is the dumbest shit I've ever done. Okay, I think we already killed the wizard from the looks of it. Yep. Okay, so I want you to focus on the vampire. I want you to also focus on the vampire. And I want you to just arcane assault everything. Ugh, we had to counter mind control. I just didn't feel like dealing with it! The funny shit that happens in games like this. You are fighting, right? The thing's not building up at all. Knock him down again. Maybe that'll help. And once the mind control finally wears off... Which mind control? I don't know. There we go! Okay, mind controls wear it off. And actually paralysis is good. You can keep going. Set that dude's soul on fire, please. Okay, bear even doing any damage?
Hell's my touch.
Stop, are you even hurting the thing? I can't tell, and Grieving Mother got mind controlled. Well, that's a problem, since, we killed the guy with the mind control already. And Grieving Mothers are to member with the mind control.
So much for you!
Yeah, why don't you summon a little friend to keep that one busy? Okay, yeah, you're back with us!
My mind feels sharp as...
You are dead!
My mind feels...
Are we doing well?
Shed no blood.
Oh god. Top up Parisian. Okay. Yeah, you don't want too many melee fighters. I'm learning that lesson.
Let's off the pack won't jump.
I am definitely learning that lesson. You do not want too many melee fighters. The game is making sure to teach me that lesson, due to the fact that they can't seem to path around each other for the life of them.
I think I see something.
Yeah, disarm that trap. If you can't, disarm it with your face. Oh shit!
Gina, hang in there.
I think I can hold out much longer.
Unique crossbow two-handed. Grants holy power 3 press. What is this? Friendly aura might.
The term of God doesn't.
Okay, let's give it to Grieving Mother or something. I don't know what. Yeah, she's just using a regular bow. I may as well. She was using a crossbow when we found her, too. So again, may as well. Magic club.
To my ability to carry unlimited quantities of war spoils.
-4 constitution. Ouch. For a melee fighter, that's pretty bad, isn't it?
I shall be discreet.
Unfortunately, we've kind of reached the limits of what Kana can open. Which, now that I realize it should tip me off to the fact that I probably shouldn't be down here. If the only one with the mechanic seal can't seem to open anything, we got problems. Especially since I ran out of camping supplies, so now we can't even sleep. We'd have to go all the way up to sleep.
Would you attack your own mind?
Okay, I don't see any. Oh, no, wait, there's a vampire. You, occupy the vampire. You, focus on the vampire. You, focus on the wizard.
That's it!
Shit, they got the Grieving Mother. Okay, you, again, can't seem to pass for the life of you, so here, let me help. Boom.
Thought resolved.
Ignore the Grieving Mother, please. She is not a primary concern of yours. Even if she is mind-controlled and standing directly behind us. She's not a concern. Do not kill her.
That's it!
Okay, now she's got the magic back. Or sanity. Whatever you want to call whatever she is back. Nope, not gonna do that. Go here, do this.
Still alive.
And heal yourself. Considering the fact that we're probably gonna have to open more traps with our faces. Healing seems like a good idea. Okay, now pull out the skeletons. Release the skeletons. There they are. And they mind controlled Ayla.
Still alive.
And Grieving Mother, set some more souls on fire, please. Soul ignition. There you go. You're pretty close to death, but only kind of close to death. And you can't do anything. Okay, we got Alof back. But he's wielding a knife. Wizard should not be getting into melee combat. At least not this wizard.
We're losing people.
You're losing skeletons, it's fine.
Stand still. Your tail ends here.
There, is everyone dead yet? Is there anyone still living? So I can go back to killing you.
Physical
No
burdens
pack
anchor.
mule. Let's offload.
Return
Now guess what?
bloodline
Today,
doesn't
you're a
offer
pack
much
mule.
ability to carry unlimited quantities of war spoil.
What's
Thoughts
this?
will be as silent as my feet.
Okay, that looks to be a door of some kind, right? And what is this? Use ornate stone coffin to line with object, killer rune circling jeweled sphere at the center of the lid. Even though it looks like door,
I'll see what I
smells
can
like
find.
door, we can't go through it. So, on to the next bit.
I shall be discreet.
That's the stairs we came from. So let's continue onward, my compatriots. Get to save over that, because I feel like it's... And after this we will probably have to go back up to the surface at some point. Just to get some damn camping supplies and rest up and all that.
Would you
Yep,
attack
but-
your own mind, Watcher?
Did they mind control Adair? It looks like they mind controlled Adair. I am tempted to mind control Adair back, but at the same time I don't feel like putting in that kind of effort. Let's just bounding missile. And I'm paralyzed, so I can't do shit.
Lavaru, beyond seek.
Okay, okay, Adair's back under our control, sort of. Switch back to a melee weapon. You fool. I guess hit up the ghoul. You switch to sword and beat him. And I need to use marked prey on this vampire. And use arcane assault. Use it again. Now use minor missile. And Pallegina's pretty close to kicking the bucket. He has very little health. And I'm just realizing this is a situation where it would have been good if someone had that first aid skill. Yep, she's beyond the limits of what healing endurance can do. I wouldn't say beyond help, but beyond my assistance, yes. Yeah. Once we take out the vampire, shit'll get easier. Oh, Pallegina's down again.
Lavaru, beyond seek.
Yeah, she's not permanently dead, is she? I mean, since she already fainted once before, she's not, like, dead. Right? Right? Pallegina? I don't want to carry your stuff out. Unfortunately, we're actually at the stage where I might have to go up and rest in the breeze zone.
So much for you.
Okay, yep, just... Okay, yeah, she's at the stage where we need to go back. Or she will die permanently.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Back, mule. Let's offload this junk.
Would you attack
Fuck.
your own mind, Watcher?
Great, a petrification trap. That's great. Let's get out of here. We need to get up, rest at Breeze Home, grab camping supplies. We're too banged up. That reminds me, we didn't find a master staircase on floor 7. What the fuck? Game! You can't establish that we get a staircase at every odd level floor and then not give me a staircase at every odd level floor. Now I have to go back to floor 5 just to get out of here. And I guess we'll be right back. I may as well stop recording now because you don't want to see all that. It'll be a lot of loading screens. And for some reason, while coming out the stairs and trying to see if there was a master staircase down here, the study Gabrano's work must be, yeah, it triggered now, instead of when I already came here. Here somewhere. Oh no. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? No, please, no more. Regina, run!
So much for you.
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
Your soul was bold.
Well, Paladin is considered permanently dead. So yeah, we gotta load. I think it auto-saved. Yeah, it auto-saved when I went up the stairs. Okay, then. Bye-bye. And we are back, once again, as you see. Paladin is not on death's doorstep. We have 4 camping supplies. So we're going to continue. And, let's see, the woodland path thing finished, so I started working on a, Artificer's Hall for no reason, really. Mostly just to finish out the loop. Alright, so now we're gonna do this again. And, Pallegina won't insta-die. Right? Right there, above the door, Overseer Gabranos. We found it. Sorry, I just wanted to check to make sure. A study, Gabranos' work must be... Undead thing? Here somewhere. Oh no. Okay, everyone, leave the room.
As you wish.
My mind
Damn it.
feels sharp as steel.
I was hoping to get him to leave the room so more melee people could kill him. Oh well, it worked pretty much enough. Alright, skeletal wizard dead. Let's keep going.
This was Gabranos. This was the great scholar I was looking for.
He said he controlled the elements. Looked like this is what he used that for. But why? He'd travel everywhere. I found traces of her work on 2 separate continents, and he ends his days here, doing this. Was this the source of all that knowledge? Those experiments out there? The bodies? He was one man. That doesn't mean you were wrong about the rest of it. Maybe, but I was wrong about him, for certain. I took him for an inspiration. I wanted... Oh, never mind. Let's find the tablet and get out of here. I really hope this isn't your tablet.
This can't be it. But the symbols... No. I was so close. Look, you can see, there's his name. And these symbols. Virtue. Oh, gods, the rest is too worn away. There must be something, a verse, even a word. Be like unto the waves, be wrathful as the sea, anything. Is there really nothing? Not even to explain this?
Kana looks about the room, his shoulders slumps. He bends over the shattered fragments, pulling the largest of them together. Removing a rolled piece of paper and a stick of charcoal from his pockets, he set about forlornly making a few rubbings. Maybe you can salvage some small part of it. What? A shattered mess? I might as well bring back an empty piece of parchment. But it existed once. It was here, whole. Maybe you're right. Tablet was here, and you still have the phrase you found in Ixmatl. You're right, so that's Lore College, oh damn. Think of what we have learned. We're the first people in 2,000 years to descend this far. Yes, Kana blinks looking around the room. It is a great feat, isn't it? We'll be the leading scholars of the day. Some of these smudges at least may hold meaning in time. I'll be glad to get out of this place all the same. I could use some air. Oh, poor Kana. I was actually really hoping we'd find it, too. No. And that's right, you know, I mean, sure, the tablet you were looking for was shattered and not intact enough for you to do your thing, but, I mean, look, we've been where no other person has been in over 2,000 years, or at least made it back alive to tell about it. We've seen things here that no one has ever seen before. You know? I mean, it's not what you wanted, but it's like something. Yeah, I don't think I'm not the person to go to for cheering up. Yeah, let's keep going, I guess. We're already this far down, we may as well keep going.
Hello?
Another vampire, really?
Brave.
Why is this the vampire floor? I mean, seriously. Why has there gotta be a floor devoted to vampires? I assume that's what it is. It's vampire, you know, not much of a difference, right? Does this world even have a distinction, or aren't they the same thing? Does this world even have vampires?
That's it!
Looks like we're doing good so far. And I just need a ruby, and I can actually upgrade his Gon's hammer. Which will be good, because I don't want to give him anything else. That thing can restore his endurance with each hit. It's perfect for a tank like Adair. You know?
So much for you.
Plus, you know, it's Gon's hammer, it has something to do with his, like, religion and all that stuff, so it's pretty much a perfect match for him. Palutena, heal thyself. Dead you are becoming. Yeah, I'm blinding them a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, I really don't know how I'd cheer him up. I'd probably just use a whole bunch of those options. I mean, there's really no need to only use one. And Alof got the mind controlled again. Main character, please ignore Alof. He's just been mind controlled. It's fine. What the hell does he have that much range on it? I don't have that much range on it when I'm aiming. Stop trying to kill Alof! I mean, damn, people. Oh, giant Audra beetle. I have statues that I can summon you things from. Ah, fuck, Alof is still with the damn dagger. Back up. Wait, these things shoot lightning? Great, that's great. That's just fucking fantastic. Great, giant beetles that shoot lightning. That's exactly what I want to find.
That's it!
Giant beetles that shoot lightning, and oh my god, I think we're hitting the bottom of that giant-ass statue. Hey, Adair, where are you? You go help Palutena. Kinda don't want her to die, you know, she's our paladin. Also the only one with, like, at least more than one healing ability. Try not to get her killed. Beetle shell.
Eyes open.
Oh, time to stash something. Money! Damn, this is seriously the bottom of that statue? That was quick. Okay, those Dargul are calm. That's not a good sign.
Do you cease to see me?
That's it!
Yeah, it's never a good sign. By never a good sign, I mean that means it's probably something story related. So we're gonna avoid that, like plague.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
No prisoners!
Kill everything.
Eyes open.
Okay, wait, I think this reconnects to where we were before. Right? Okay, yeah, it
I
does.
think I see something.
Oh, shit.
Kill them all!
Yay, you disarmed it! I'm so proud! Okay, I think that tower, that there is like end of the line. Maybe.
Would you attack?
And there's a vampire. Great. Okay, wait, there's two vampires? Oh, that's great. No, no, not everyone, please. Nope, made a mistake. Let's keep some people in some niche corners here. Release the banshee scream. The banshee scream. Why does this damn thing never want to die? Beat him to death with a grimoire! Here, set his soul on fire. I don't want to set the world on fire. Lights the flame in your soul.
Braved up.
Regina, you can go after that. And Kappa, you can go after that. I will heal you. Now. Oh, actually, that's fine. Hey, Loth, how did you suddenly start dying? Kana got mind controlled. That explains it. Yes, that would explain why you are on death's doorstep. Very literally, I might add.
That's it!
Alright then. Loot the corpses.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Okay, this is clearly some type of Ingwithan device. Mostly because it looks like every other Ingwithan device. The runes engraved upon this familiar machine are unnaturally well preserved. The machine itself remains inert and lifeless.
I can do
Stay that way.
as requested.
Fine scale armor. And look, camping supplies.
I'll see what I can find.
I gotta remember the camping supplies are there. Okay, kill these giant beetles. You got a set of camping supplies right there, so go ham on the magics. Use again, we got a set of camping supplies right there. The beetle has been knocked over. And Pallegina is almost a corpse. You, what are you doing? Oh, right, I'm blocking the way, aren't I?
That's it! Kill them all!
You know, just because there's an extra camping supply right back there, doesn't mean you could just let people die, Ayla.
My mind feels...
Wounding shots! Yeah, Katapa killed the beetle.
Be cautious.
Is this a master staircase? Yep, this is a master staircase. The fuck? Wait, the head's there, but there's a hand here? Okay, I guess if he was like shape face that way. Hmm. This is definitely peculiar. Well, it's not like we could have pushed forward anyway. Palutena was literally about to die. And then did, on occasion, die. It's alright, rest. May as well. Your health's in the red. And now we save. Because saving is important. Now then, let's continue. Yes, that's the master staircase. So now we go this way.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
And this is just another thing to the master staircase. Okay, does this go anywhere this way? No. It looks like we are destined to go up that thing. Alright, we delayed it long enough. Time to see what the hand says to say. Dargo, and are you the master? Okay, no, it's just a vampire. At the center of this massive structure, beneath the long shadow of the Titan's curled fingers, sits what appears to be a man. Unlike the slavering animalistic creatures you have encountered on this floor, this man is regally composed, lounging upon a crooked stone throne, yet his gaze is piercing, feverish quality. He watches you intently as you approach. What are you, then? One of theirs? Strange that you survived the planning stages. He speaks in fluid and Gwithin unit, those voices taut with strain. It must have been hard for them, those beggars, those cowards, but you won't go any further. No, you can go right on back to them, your masters. Let them feast on you instead. I don't mean you any harm. I'm releasing information about the master below. Ah, you can understand him? Ask him everything. What an opportunity. Wait, would I have not been able to understand him if I didn't do that thing with the tower? With all the undead people? The man looks startled. Gives a short laugh. You understand? Look here, even the foreigners speak our tongue now. Truly we are an immortal people. Ha 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 ha! But that only makes it all the more clear, you see. You must be with them. How have they kept you so whole? You are remarkably well preserved. Attempt to pass, and you'll go screaming back into the void, puppet. If you talk about the creatures in those old rooms, I've already dealt with them. Ah, good, very good. He touches a hand to his mouth. His mouth brow knitting. Yes, it's all mine now. No more of their screaming. No need for any more pointless demonstrations of power. Go on then, go barreling down into the deep if you like, if the beetles don't make a quick end of you. I had some questions first. Yes, I said you could have some answers. What is it? Who are you exactly? Did you want a name? I forgot those ages ago. Who's going to call me anything down here? There's me, and now there's just you. That's all that matters. I was entrusted with the tests we performed here. The foremost mind of the age. None could rival me for arcane power, save Nua himself, and perhaps some of his advisors. And what was this place? Oh, many things. Our home, once. And before that, a place of great deeds. Those foul chambers in there were once the site of incredible discoveries. We were given the bulk of this floor. There was construction at all hours, of course. For all of our work was, of course, for Adnua's purposes. Think on it, a dozen sculptors carefully crafting a fingernail, souls flung from their shells on the floors above and below, and all the while Idros fusses over a cuticle. And what experiments were you people doing here? Why, we were preoccupied with the matters of the soul. All of us were, because Adnua was. But here, we toiled to find the dividing line between life and death, and crack it wide open. We were attempting to find a means of binding souls to their mortal vessels, preventing them from crossing the shroud. I say attempting. We found it, of course. A dozen minds set to the purpose. How could we not? The things we learned. What a glorious time! We could determine the precise manner in which a soul would crack and shatter, could carefully place a fragment from one into another. While our fellows wasted their efforts on phenomena like blights, we delved right into the heart of the matter. There were certain gaps in our knowledge, of course. I was perhaps enthusiastic in my pursuits. I thought that if anyone should attempt a more personal approach to the tests, it should be me. And no amount of certainty will make the imbibing of poison a pleasant experience. Death is the ultimate test, you see. If the soul is flown, then you know you failed. And it definitely sounds similar to Animancy. Like what? Perhaps other follows in our footsteps. I have not had the opportunity to keep up with the state of magical study. And how the fuck are you not a dead or a babbling mess of undead corpse? The big question. Binding the soul to its body was not, it turned out, very difficult. We were certain we'd found a kind of immortality. The body could be destroyed beyond repair, but anything less is quite survivable. I was eager to attempt it. My leg at the time pained me terribly. Old war wound, and I had heard one subject describe a sense of distance from the pain inflicted upon them. They felt it, but it didn't matter to them, which would be a vast improvement. I remember the first moment, the relief. We found that after some time the body would remember that it was, after all, dead. There's really no describing what it feels like to see your own fingers rotting away. The smell. We tried to revive the affected subjects with energy culled from their fellows, and it worked well enough. I was able to refine the spell work, keep myself and the others who had joined me as hale as ever. Adnua wasn't terribly pleased with the distraction, but that turned out not to matter. The mob came and murdered him, and we were sealed in here with the rest of his tools. But we still had the Adra, you see, and enough souls housed in there to feed us for, well, as long as we wished. And so, we had a time of it, we did. We were able to preserve the furniture over the years. We had little meetings in the grand chamber. What a nice little family we were. Until it had to end. What exactly happened? Yeah? You mean with them? The Adra? All of it? That's a long tale, and my patience has diminished with time. I'll tell you what happened recently. It was the Adra. Beetles. Oh, you wouldn't think it was something so small, so mundane, but they came swarming up from the lower reaches. They started to feed upon the living Adra. I thought Adra beetles only feed on dead Adra. Just so. They never troubled us before. Still, it happened. We tried to fight them off, of course, but it was impossible. Kill one and two more behind it. Something must have driven them up here. I don't know what. They all but amputated our Adra limb. Not enough to support all of us. Not us in the rooms, the tapestries, everything, but enough for me. None of the others knew the spells required. Their only part in it was simply to lie in their Adra coffins and be revived by me. So it was an obvious choice, wasn't it? No more of that. No more of anything. I swore I'd burn them all to kindling if they came near. Fortunately, you made that unnecessary. How could you do that to companions? Well, at that point, he's... okay, that's not even really a question. He's been undead for so long. He's probably suffered, and here, probably unneeding of sleep and everything. The emotional distance he's acquired from everything basically makes things like that terribly easy. Let's ask it anyway. You're soft-hearted, considering it was you who put an end to their immortality. They weren't anyone's friends. They would have licked the brains out of your cracked skull if they could. There wasn't enough life to go around. That's all it was. And 2,000 years is more than long enough to get to know someone. Think on it this way. You've sent them on their way, and they will live again in time. Isn't that a comfort? And I'm looking for the master below. You know who that is? None of us took such grand titles. The only master of this would be Odd Nua, our king, our poor, grief-maddened king. What do you call himself such, I wonder? Odd Nua is dead. The mob would not have treated without having killed him. But then, if we could preserve ourselves despite our deaths, and so perhaps could he. I am sure I considered the possibility once, but it all come crashing down. If any man would prolong himself, it would be him. I wonder, was it he who drove the Audra beetles up here from below? Who stole our Audra source? Does he mourn his son yet, the mewling fool, that he should resent our feeding upon this statue? The possibility. After all this time, it wouldn't surprise me. What can you tell me about him? A great lord, a wise man in his day, until his son was lost. An accident. Some small unfortunate turn of fate. You have come but a little way past the sealed chambers. You must know by now that Adnor did not take it well. This monument to his grief has outlasted him. But his madness provided opportunity, a promise of immortality for all of us, if it was found at the behest of a grieving father. What did it matter? He had a flock of devoted servants. For we had to find the soul in question, to bring it back from wherever it had gone to house it, somewhere suitable. And such discoveries have cost something the rabble didn't understand. Hey, I got no need to fight him, he'll die eventually. And beetles? Gracious little devils. They would cause this whole mess. You can kill one easily enough, but there's quite a great swarm of them chewing through the Audra. My Audra. There's only the arm now. In any case, they'll tear you apart just as easily as they do the crystals. More easily. Give my regards to the dead when you see them. Well, this place is like this own form of eternal torment, and we only really have 7 minutes left in recording time, so I'm just gonna end it here. We can look at the skeletal wizards, see how he's ready to stop us. Rust-red veins of dead Audra worm their way through the statue's wrists and into the darkness beyond. So, anyway, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you like and want to comment, subscribe. And remember to follow me on Twitter for channel updates, pictures, dogs, and cats, and whatever else I decide to put up there. And next time on Pillars of Eternity PS4 Let's Play, I have a feeling after this level will be the Master Below. So goodbye, humans and non-humans alike, and good ever applies to you.